Hello everyone and welcome back. We've got 10 days to wait until we're on our way to Georgia. In the meantime, I'll just show you what I got in my pack. It's pretty much all set. There's maybe like 3 or 4 items that I need to get, and it's mostly hygiene related, super easy. But yeah. Alright, first things first, the things that are not going inside my pack, most of it I'm going to be just wearing. I don't know how cold it's going to get. I know the nights can get around 30 to 25. I'm ready for that. It's just whenever things warm up and then I have all this crap on me, I'm going to have to figure out when it's safe to send it home, and luckily there's a whole lot of other hikers that I can learn from, so that's the plan for that. Cool, so we got hiking boots. We got a big old puffer jacket in the back. It's your throw jacket. It's mostly your insulation, and it's kind of like your mid-layer, or at least it is for me. I'm not bringing a fleece or anything like that. It's just too heavy. I've got one pair of gloves, one hat. I've got gainers for the bottom of my boots. It protects my calves and everything lower from getting wet. There's nothing worse than having like dry pants on the top and then the bottom legs are soaked up. Alright, so we got a pair of shorts, a pair of underwear, and a pair of pajama bottoms. Those are basically my thermals. I tried wearing thermals. They're just too dang hot to do anything in. You're just going to end up not wearing them and having all that weight. For me personally. I've got sweatpants. They're nice and blue. Pretty easy to see in case I need a hitchhike or something like that. I've got rain pants and I've got my rain jacket. So that's what's going to be on me. So, that's the pack right there, fully packed. I can't tell you any specifics about brand names, weight, all that fun stuff. I'm just gonna show you what I got. Okay, so for water, and also just mixed drinks, what we got is the Sawyer squeeze system. It comes with 2 pouches, which is really good. I've had one rupture in the middle of a hike before, and it's just a bummer to not be able to use that. And this one actually comes with a little bit right here with the gasket in it. Those freezing nights, something that's really important to remember is that those gaskets have water in them, and they also freeze and crack, and it basically makes this thing completely useless, so it's nice that it has a unit with a spare on it, and it's also good to keep that inside your sleeping bag, just so that doesn't happen. It also comes with a plunger to clean it. All it is just suction air, and then you push it out through the bottom. It shoots the bad water out, and also helps keep it from freezing. You have to take care of your water system. And this is the tech bag. It's mostly a lot of luxury items that are needed to have a GoPro on the trail, or to keep your phone charged, and these are important to me. Let's go through it. We got 2 pairs of headphones, Sony standard little plug-in ones. They're like $19. Decent audio quality. I try not to use Bluetooth because it drains the battery of everything else that's being attached to it. And your phone dying on the trail is probably a really bad worst case scenario. We got ourselves a phone charger. I don't remember what the voltage, wattage, or amount is. It's probably close to about 3 charges. We've got small USB-C and USB. We've got 2 larger ones for if you're somewhere with like a wall port. And we got ourselves a wall jack. These are just... hold on. Right, so these things, they're just to keep in the tent. They're lights. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of string of lights, and I've even got some spare batteries for them. That's just to make the nights a little bit easier, a little bit nicer. And that's my bag of town clothes. Whenever you are in a town and you either stayed at a hostel or a hotel or just, trail angel and just taking you over for a night, it's good to have another pair of clothes that don't smell like crap. And that's what those are for. And believe it or not, there's actually a lot of places to do laundry too, so if you're in a laundry room, you don't want to be in your underwear, that's probably the best way to go about it. Okay, so for a sleeping pad, we have this little guy right here. Don't know what it is. Sleeping bag, I've got this guy right here. It is for 41 degrees Fahrenheit. It's definitely going to get a whole lot colder than that at night. I'll just have to figure out a way to deal with it. I have a plan. I'll show you. And we got ourselves a REI Passage 1. Both the sleeping bag and the tent, that's what I've had for a long time, ever since I started hiking. I don't know, I think it's good for me to bring it, because that was the point of buying it. Alright, food. This is where I always have the most amount of trouble, because it always ends up having way too much food. Most of my weight goes into that part. But I've never gone hungry, so that's always good. I don't know, this is bound to change while you move. There's going to be days where it's 5 days before you get to the next resupply. Usually it's about 3. It really depends on your pace, who you're hiking with, what you got. You just kind of learn to adapt. But to start, I've got 5 freeze-dried frozen meals from Mountain House Adventure Meals. We've also got ourselves some tuna packs. They actually come with a fork, and that's really nice. I'm going to be eating on those for lunches for the most part, at least at the start. Snacks. We got 3 Cliff Protein bars, 2 Lara bars, and 1 Lara bar blueberry muffin. Those things suck. I'm gonna end up stripping down most of the Lara bar stuff and replacing it with something else because it just tastes like you're eating a bar of insects. And this is pretty much my kitchen. What do we got? We got ourselves a fuel canister, we got ourselves a boiling pot, we got ourselves a cup. I've never brought a cup with me, I always drink out of this thing, and it's a pain to have to clean constantly, and then, you know, drink right after, and if you forget to clean it, things taste different. Utensils to eat with, fire starters and spare lighters. That's kind of a, you might not even need this. There's plenty of things out in the woods to make a fire with, obviously, but also there's a lot of spots with higher elevation where you legally cannot start a fire, which is fine, you know, increased oxygen, bigger fires, I get it. But, yeah, those are the days that I just won't have a campfire. This little thing. This thing scares me, because it is so tiny and so light, and this is actually the stovetop for my fuel canister. And they even get smaller. And when you're not using it, you just fold it up. And it's like that small. Super tiny, super light, super easy to lose, drop, break, replace. Luckily, you can take care of it like that. For water, what I used to bring was a bag like this. You just fill it up and then you slide it inside your backpack. Only problem is when you're packing heavy and you have a lot of crap in there, the pressure builds up against this and it causes the top to completely start like cracking, leaking, and it's even worse for these parts down here. They're more of a hassle to deal with than anything else. I've gotten in the habit of taking 2-liter bottled waters. I'm not taking Deer Park with me. I'm going to take Smart Water like everybody else. Don't worry. Hygiene. We have K-tape. Apparently this is really good for blisters. I don't know how to use it like that. I'm definitely going to have to learn. Deodorant. A lot of people don't bother carrying deodorant. It's nice to have. You can't get rid of the hiker smell, obviously, but it helps. It'll boost your morale too. This is my portable bath. It's good to keep your skin clean while you're on the trail, even if you are going into town and taking showers and whatnot. And yeah, there's plenty of places to take showers. That's really cool. Speaking of, got a little bottle of soap, should be fine. I'm assuming most places would have bottles like this. You technically don't need to carry it. Toothbrush. It actually helps to cut the toothbrush down to a smaller size. It's not necessarily about weight, but these things are kind of long and bulky. They poke out of the bag a lot. They can cause holes. Yeah, so if you cut it down and sand it down, it should be a lot better. Toothpaste. Believe it or not, these things are towels. Yeah, we got 3 little towels. I got a poncho. So, cool thing about rain, waterproof resistant clothing is that it's not always waterproof resistant. I've had that happen with a lot of my stuff because I've had it for so long and I never sprayed it down. And it's pretty much useless. You never know if it starts wearing out again if you did respray it. It's just nice to have something like this, just to cover you if you're tired of it, or even if it's too hot to have a rain jacket on. I've had that happen. This is the scary part. I've got 30 days of contacts. eye contacts. I'm pretty much blind without my contacts. I do have my glasses, so if anything goes wrong, I can rely on those, and if those break, I'm screwed. The mail resupply system seems like the easiest way to go about it. You just have to find somebody who can keep track of where you are, when you'll be there, and yeah, you have to do that for yourself too. Cold nights, right, so that sleeping bag. It's only good for 45 degrees. This is a thermal blanket. It's pretty much just foil, and it traps your body heat inside the wrap. It's really good for emergencies, and it's also really good for sleeping if it's 20 degrees outside and you're not prepared. Rain cover. It rains and it snows out there a whole lot, and your backpack's not going to be enough waterproof resistant to hold back all of it. And these little things right here, they kind of tuck into a nice, good-sized pouch. You can hide them anywhere, and then whenever you use them, you just pull them out of the flaps, and then it goes around your entire backpack, and everything that's inside it should be good. We've got standard hiking gear. Got ourselves Ozark Trail hiking poles. You know, it sucks. These things have little rubber hoofs on them, and I don't have them anymore, because when I was trying to force this open to get them out on the first try, flew right off the tip and into the woods, and they were gone. I ordered new ones. They should be coming in soon, so that'll be a relief. Right, we've got rope, so you can hang up all your food, for bears, mostly, and mice. There's mice. Bears, yeah, you're gonna be going through Shenandoah Park, during the spring, and if you're a tourist, you go to Shenandoah for the bears. You gotta hang your food up, you gotta be smart about your garbage or anything that smells, try to make some noise whenever you set up a camp, just to scare away anything that's there. Start a fire if you can, that's always good too. Got ourselves a black diamond headlamp. It's another deal that I've had ever since I started. It hasn't broken once, just uses AAA batteries, which I need to put in my pack. Watch. I could wear this like a watch. I don't like to, because I think I'm probably going to be allergic to this crap. So I cut it down to a pocket watch, and I actually left the metal clip on top so I can lace it through my backpack. I'm going to have to deal with a lot of clinging, but it'll be fun. It's also good too, because every time you check your phone to see what time it is, or if you're using your phone for anything, that drains battery life. It's kind of a resource that you have to ration, and it can be a pain to have to deal with. Last but not least is going to be your map. This is going to be how you get out. They've got all types of information on here. They have a few pages that are like this. It's just ways to get out of town to other areas closer to the coast if you decide to bail and you need a ride, or if you're coming in for a section hike and you just want to start somewhere in between. It'll show you how to get there. Yeah, bears. This is what the trail map looks like. It's a mile-by-mile counter of things that are really cool looking and things that are really challenging and places to sleep, how close you are to towns, and if you can hitchhike out to them or get a ride from somebody. Yeah, you gotta hitchhike. That's gonna be interesting. And it's also got a whole lot of information on the towns themselves, so if you need a ride and you want to arrange it, or if you need a place to stay just to take a break, that's how you do it. There's a whole lot of current information. Always try to get the newest version, because there's a lot of things that changed, especially with COVID. There's a lot of places that shut down. There's a lot of places that decided to open. So yeah, get yourself an AT trail map. One more thing about the map. I don't know if you noticed, but this can't possibly be the whole thing. And it's not. It's Georgia to Maryland. My plan is to get there whenever I get there, and get a ride back to Pennsylvania, my town that I live in right now. Visit a few people, maybe spend a day or two catching up, and then hopefully I will be stable enough financially and whatever to get back on the trail after a day or two. But we'll just have to see what happens. This is an emergency contact list. Really important to do. I actually need to cut these down and laminate them and kind of tuck them in a way kind of all around my pack, just in case if something gets cut loose or whatever. But it's also good to have in case, you know, worst case scenario, you need to go to the hospital for whatever reason, get pulled off the trail. It's good to list things like allergies, medical information, blood type if you know it. I didn't know it. It took a while to figure out. Alright, so that's going to be my house pretty much. My house, my kitchen, my bathroom, my closet, my bedroom, my office. Yeah, I'm ready. I think I've got everything. Things I don't have, toilet paper, and I need to put that in a Ziploc bag, and I need to get a travel spade. You know, things to dig a hole with, because when you poop, you gotta bury your poop. And you're gonna poop in the woods. You're not always gonna want to use a privy. They can get pretty gross. Now, if you excuse me, I have to put all of this back into here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your help that you've done so far. And please continue to watch. Like I said, 10 days, I'm going to be out there. We're going to get a really fresh start. It's going to be different. Thank you for watching.